Hello, this is Dendorian, and we're taking a look at Dauntless. It is, for lack of a better terms, a Monster Hunter clone of sorts. Basically, you go out, fight monsters. And in the beginning, you're protecting this town of yours for the most part. But basically, it's very Monster Hunter-esque. The general principle is you go to areas, fight these big monsters with, assortment of weapons. Like, I'm using, well, what's labeled as the hammer. Now, I'll go into the weapons in detail a little bit further. This guy with the little two pickaxes, that's a basically chain blade. If you've ever played God of War, you know that is a basically it's kind of like Kratos' things. You can kind of throw them out, but they're also very good at breaking parts for the most part. They do the quote unquote they do the least like scene damage, but then you've got you're doing a ton of hits and then well, here we go. These guys are helping me out. This guy that's running around in circles has got the, I think it's called the war pike, basically kind of a spear weapon, and then the guy that right here, he's using an axe, basically a two-handed axe. And then do I have, there's obviously the one that I oddly enough don't see a lot of, but I've heard is really good. Here we go, here's one. This guy, he's using a sword. So there's only 5 weapons in this game. I wanted to preface this. This is going to be, first off, this is kind of closed beta still. They're getting ready to do open beta soonish, but this is going to be a free-to-play game. So you're going to be able to play this for free online. It's one of those things. This is not a sponsor stream or anything, or video or anything. I would love to, but I'm still working on a lot of other stuff. So, and then as you get your Slayer levels, you're called a Slayer. You get these things. Now, we'll just open all cells. I have not gotten the ability to equip cells yet. Not sure exactly when you can do that or whatnot. But the biggest thing about this game is you just go out, kill the monsters, get loot. Now, trying to see if I've got. Basically, I've done a little bit of gameplay. I'm wearing a one of the earlier monsters is called a Gnasher, which is, for all intents and purposes, it's just a monster beaver. It has like a big flat tail that tries to hit you with and tries to charge at you. But I'll go up here, do the things. Now, you can play this on the mouse and keyboard, or you can play with the controller. I tend to play with the controller, although for some reason, like when you go into like the menus, like let me go over here. Like it's really hard. Like I'm moving the controller around. It doesn't seem to want to go to the crafting part, so I just switch over the mouse so I can do this. Now this is like your starting gear you always start off with. This is the coat I'm wearing. Gnasher gets you +5 stamina regen, which I'll go over that, and we'll go on a little outing here. I won't promise I can kill anything, but then there's other things. Each of these have like basically bonus abilities to them. Now I've only got 5 things unlocked. I'm assuming much further on because there's a lot more than 5 monsters in the beta, so you can go on. And then of course sometimes there's quests, which she doesn't have any. A little lag there. But for the most part, weapons. We'll kind of go through here. Start from this end. Now the war pike. Basically, it's a very. There's 2 ways it fights. So you can do basic simple, which is like quick pokes straight ahead of you, and then also has kind of like a swinging around thing. But it's got a build-up bar that I'm not 100% sure like how powerful it may. I think if you can fill it up, it does like a really strong like we'll call it kind of an ultimate ability. But basically, if you can build it up, you can hold it 3 charges, and you basically can shoot a laser at a distance. It brings up like a sort of a targeting reticle, and then you can just, launch it. And it's like a laser shot. Kind of interesting and different. Chain blades. Once again, these are the quote-unquote quick weapon. In order to dodge, certain attacks, you can basically roll out of it. The chain blade doesn't roll. It kind of does like a sidestep, so you can basically sidestep and, immediately kind of turn around and do like the attacks and whatnot. Its biggest thing is its basic attacks are up close. You have to be up close to do them, but it does several of them. And then for the cost of stamina, you can use the chain part, which basically makes you Kratos. You're launching them out, so you've got sort of a medium distance type weapon. And then the sort of ultimate-ish ability is basically a attack where you throw the blades out, and if you connect with the monster, it'll pull you back in real fast. So if you're wanting to, if you say you ran away and need to heal or something, and you want to get back in real quick, that's the way you do. You just pop that and go right in. Swords, it's the basic level, sword thing. You swing, swing, swing. Has a bunch of big swings. The Q is another big sort of boom attack. It basically is the bread and butter. This is a sword. If you're a novice or new to the games, this is probably the one you want to keep. Doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just it's one of the easier ones to fiddle around with. And then the axe. The axe is kind of interesting from the standpoint of you can charge it by holding the button. You can charge it up to about 3 levels. Of course, this makes you stationary and you can't move, so use this out at your own discretion. But if you hit with it, it builds up its own bar, and when the bar gets full, you can unleash this really, really powerful, basically overhand, strike attack. And then it changes, it puts a white box around the power gauge. And what it does, that box will slowly start ticking down, and then you can build up. If you can get another, basically ultimate before that box goes down, you can swing, use the ultimate, and it hits harder. I don't know how many levels there is to it. I just know I got it up to an orange color around the box, which was basically level 3. So I'm assuming, depending on how hard the fight is, you can really chump up some damage on that. Then last but not least is the one I've been using a lot of, and that's the hammer. Now you may have noticed that the here, let me get out of the screen here. The hammer has these little blue vials. For all intents and purposes, those are shots. You can basically just call this a shotgun hammer. Its main principle is to basically to swing and basically I guess I forgot to go over this. The chain weapon does a lot of part breaking. Basically you'll see the damage. It's yellow damage is part break. Hammer does good at stunning. So anytime you see blue damage, is you're building up a stun meter. The Warglaive does piercing damage, which is red damage. And then mostly others the axe can do a lot of part damage. Sword can do some part damage. Axe can also do a decent amount of stun too, because it's basically a two-handed weapon. But the shotgun hammer is kind of interesting. It doesn't really quite have an ultimate, but it has its mechanic is basically reloading the shots. See, these are blue, and it'll show up in the top left-hand corner here that you get to basically reload, and if you do a proper reload, it's the most damage you can do. So let us go. I could probably, just to simplify things, I'm going to do if you patrol the frontier and they are able to take out one of it's a random monster that's going to be out here, which they call behemoths. You can basically gain points to do things like this. Now you see here the elements, it's no elemental resist. Now this one has basically weakness to fire, but is strong against lightning, and because, well, it likes to shoot out lightning. So same thing with Charrog. You know, he's on fire, so therefore ice is his weakness. But there is no, there's no ice Pokemon in this that I know of. So we're gonna go after an Asher, even though I could use like other gear and stuff. Like in the other area, there's a monster called Quillshot, which I'd like to make the hammer from it, but I'm still kind of new to this game, so I tend to get by. So it's like, let's start with the basics. We'll just do the Nasher, and the big thing is the you can do this in groups or you can do this solo. It's kind of interesting mechanic. It's like, once again, this is going to be a free-to-play, and to compare it to Monster Hunter World's not really a fair assessment. I mean, you can call it a budget game. I mean, it's designed after to be honest, a simple concept. It's like, go out, fight monsters, or try to kill a monster, and get stuffs. Unlike Monster Hunter, the stuff in here is very simple. There isn't, you don't need to kill the thing for like 1 billion of its parts in order to make armor. It's like, for most part, like Nasher, it just requires a Nasher hide, which can be rare. As you can see, I've got 30 minutes before the airship runs out of food, or fuel. Sorry, not food. Now, quickly, if you see like these little things here, it's an Aether Wisp, and it'll increase your speed by a little bit. See the thing up there? Give me an icon. Let's see if I can grab this one. Yeah, and basically it allows you to just keep kind of running, faster at a distance. So I think naturally over here, there is stuff you can grab, like basically these things for the most part. I've not found a lot of gear that requires like this type of stuff, but this stuff's used to make, like in the bottom corner you'll see like my whoops, that was the roll. You'll see I've got like there's basically a potion, there's a stamina potion. Now the little blue sort of like crystal thing that's on the left of it, that is a revive. You can actually self-revive at least once during a exploration, or whatever. One thing I guess I forgot to explain: this particular world, everyone's kind of on floating islands. So basically, you travel via airship to get to different areas. One thing that's of note also is that in Monster Hunter, you sort of have like jumping around. This one has a basic jump, but you can also climb up a little bit, so that's good. And you see my stamina kind of went down from doing all that. Where the heck is this Nasher? I have not found him. We'll go down here, do a little roll. And that's basically the general gist of this. Is basically you're just kind of running around trying to find the monster that's here. Ah, there he is. Here's the Nasher. As you see, I was grabbing plants. I was trying to find, there is ore, but the ore is like, the ore can be really hard to find sometimes. Basically what we're looking for is, on usually like the walls and stuff, there'll be like certain areas like, like this could be like a mining thing, and it'll basically have like cracks in it. And certain color cracks mean, what type of ore it is. Like, there's tin, there's copper. I guess there's not going to be... here we go. It's going to look like that. See, it's got like the little cracks in it or whatnot. I think this is tin. Yeah, or no, that was iron ore. Okay. But you can press the button. There's your thing. And basically, the hammer, it's a slow weapon. So basically, I can do that. That's if you hold like forward and you do like that. Now the basic one is to basically do this number, and then you got a big overhang. Now the other thing, I told you this is kind of a shotgun thing. You can press it once, and you do like a big boom. Now, probably the more interesting thing is you can move with this by spinning 2 of the bullets by basically double tapping the button. So, like that. And then, in order to reload it, you basically do this. If you hit it in there, it does that. Now, let me go ahead and unuse it. And if you miss, yeah, see, you get this like sort of yellow thing. You notice like the thing's not very full, so you can still do like some damage with it, but it is really designed to basically be recharged properly. So go ahead and do this. Boop. There we go. We're all refueling now. Let's go say hi to Asher. See how much out of practice I am. Alright, so he sees me. He's gonna yell. Row, 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 row. And go pop. I'm gonna do this because I don't trust it. Yep. Oh, that was that thing. Okay, so it took a little damage. Not too bad. If you can... The roll does have invulnerability, but if you can do it... Yep, saw that. If you can do it kind of mid-fight, it does do like a little bit of like a... Wow, I'm not sure how I missed that, but that's the other thing. The big combo is if you can do like the 3 basic melees. I saw that coming. You can do, oh, I dodged it. Hit the button. Alright, do your little thing. Come on. Oh, you're going to. Yep. Saw that coming. Ooh. Yeah, as you saw, there's like... Oh, I got hit by the butt before the tail. Okay. There is some lag issues. We'll see if he'll do what I like to call the dance. There's like a little thing where basically he'll keep his head to the ground. Can I get the full? No, nope, not quite. But yeah, if you can get like the full combo off, it fires all 4 of the shots into one big thing. I got greedy. But there we go. That's the big hit. You know, I did about 800 damage there. Now let me reload here. One thing I forgot to mention was one of the equipment things is called a lantern, which has different abilities. Let's do that. They had a lot of multiple hits there. Now if I do just this, see it did about maybe 240 damage-ish. That's just the basic hit, so... Alright. I got a little bit of the tail. But basically you can use the lantern that has like special unique abilities whenever they're built up. Like this case, even though I didn't need it, it's a stamina regen. It will fill up your stamina. I knew better than to go for that third. But basically they'll have like different abilities. Like the starting one's not bad. Getting greedy again. But yeah, ideally you want to get at least 2 hits in. There we go, that was a good hit. But they all have their own unique things or whatnot. Not totally whiffed there. Nope. I want to get a couple hits here. Yep, knew that was coming here. Basically, got greedy again. The whole general principle is just, you know, fighting these guys, getting, you know, gears and stuff. Now, the parts that are broken off, like I said, it's not like super specific stuff usually. I got greedy again. Basically, it's like most of it's like diffuse essence, which is used in a lot of like upgrading of weapons and armor and stuff. Because right now I've got like the level 3 version of the basic hammer here, which is the max level for it. So, alright, you go ahead and do that, so I can show off this. Not too far away. Now there's these little veins which, just come on. Alright, yeah, he's coming. Now I can't do it. Basically, those will heal you if you can try to get it going here. There's one. Alright, yep. And there, you can channel it, of course, obviously. But if you're in like a group and someone's, you know, taking energy, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this again real quick. Can I get a second one? Yep. Alright. But those will go away. See, like the sort of like essence thing is going down. Oh, he's doing the thing. He's doing the head dance. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, help. This guy's just beating on me. Ah. Hit the wrong button. I was trying to hit the big combo off, but I failed. As you can see, you're going that way. Bloop. The corner with the triangle, it's got a percentage that's going up. Now, that's supposed to be the danger level. Now, I've not figured out what exactly that does yet. Oh, there we go. I broke apart, which is diffuse essence. So, and you will see like some battle damage on him. Pretty sure I broke his left. Oh, I broke his head that time. Alright. Yeah, the odd part is, like, I haven't been trying to focus, I've not gotten a lot of the stun damage. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, you're gonna do that. Yeah, a little bit. Alright, see that? Alright, he's getting close to stun. So, what are you gonna do? What are you doing? Okay, buddy? Okay, you're gonna go rage. Oh, nope, you're running away. Okay. So that's him running away. I'll go ahead and heal up real quick here. Yeah, basically that's, I won't say it's free heal because your healing potion will do a decent chunk. Yeah, see, by making him run away, the danger level dropped. Once again, I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Let's use these things. These things are like super pop, you know, super jumper or whatever, and actually made me go right to him. Good guess. Good guess. Hey, buddy. Hi there. Do this. You're gonna do that. Now this one is a base. There is a stronger like version of this that he does some interesting things. Oh, he's doing that. Basically, what the fancy version does, it will he'll become enraged. Ah, got greedy again. I'm trying to stun him, so we can at least see that, but I think I'm gonna end up killing him. Oh, that was a big hit, and that was a really good hit. All right, do your thing. There we go. Ooh. Alright, I think we're getting close to it, unless I kill him. Got stuck mid-swing. Oh, he's doing it again. Oh, somehow he missed me. Okay. And yeah, I killed him. I killed him before I could get the stun. So, and there is no like there is no carving or whatever. You get whatever the materials are afterwards. So once again, I think I'm needing a hide, which I didn't get. Oh yeah, and there's like these here. Unyielding means, you know, you're part of it the whole time. Untouchable means you didn't get hit much, which Not sure how that one works because I tend to get hit a lot. Yeah, see, I only got the 2 essences. I'm pretty sure the hide only drops off the bigger one, but that's basically kind of it. Yeah, Slayer rank. You go back to Ramsgate, and it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, this is just a closed beta. Obviously, there's still a few bugs, such as like, you know, like when he decided to rub his head on the ground and go in a little circle. That happens pretty much every fight so far that I've done it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like, I guess if it's supposed to be like maybe a stat thing, like, oh, he's tired, it's like they probably need to reprogram it just a little bit to make it look, well, not as goofy. But anyway, that's oh, and go back up here. Actually, I can show you because I think I've still got the other one. Here we go. The gear and stuff. You know, it's all kind of interesting. Oh, is this? That's where the sell stuff is, but I don't have one, I'm guessing. That was a thing. Here we go. Once again, I couldn't get the controller. Gain a 25 health shield after not getting hit for 10 seconds. Okay. After causing a stagger, heal for 200 over 4 seconds. Well, see, the problem is, I mean, I don't know if stagger is like that little effect or whatnot. We'll go with the stat mod. Let's infusion will consume cells and can replace existing effects. Okay, well, I haven't done anything, so alright. Alright. Go ahead and do this. Then let's see, customize dyes, which I ain't got anything. I mean, I can do that. Make it darker. Actually, I do kind of like that. What about this? What do you do? Anything? Sure. We'll do it that way. Simple. Back out. But right here, the lantern. When fully charged, boosts stamina regeneration, reduces stamina consumption for a short time. Now, I've also, this is the one you start off with. When it's fully charged, it will send an aether pulse to the nearest behemoth. So if you're having trouble finding it, ideally this is probably the one you want to have equipped normally. But you can't change equipment while you're out and about. It's just one of those, you know, mechanical things. So, but yeah, this is the way the, you know, equipment is, and then of course this. Now you've got, I don't know if you see, it says healing, offense, which in this case is stamina proportion, defense, it revives you when you're downed, and then this is a flare. This is basically how you would tell people, hey, I found, you know, the monster, shoot it up in the air. Apparently there's airdrop, which I haven't figured out exactly how airdrops work. I don't have like a button assigned to it, so I'm assuming it's something else. But as you can see, the only thing I've got overstock of is simple potions. So, but anyway, that is Dauntless. Once again, this is closed beta, so open beta should be soon. So keep an eye out for it. And well, this is Dendorian, and I'm signing off.